Today, the world stands still. The Pope is dead. It's a moment of silence, of mourning, and for many a time of prayer. But this event, beyond the religious and political implications, opens the door to something deeper, something darker: prophecy. Yes, the death of a pope has always been surrounded by ritual, symbolism, and mystery. But for centuries, it has also been connected to ancient predictions, some say warnings, left to us by two of the most enigmatic prophets in history, Nostradamus and St. Malachy. But what did they really say? And more importantly, could this death be the fulfillment of their visions? Let's begin with Nostradamus, the French astrologer and physician of the 1500s. His famous quatrains, four-line cryptic poems, have been interpreted by many as predicting wars, natural disasters, and yes, even papal deaths. In one such quatrain, Nostradamus writes of a pope who will flee Rome during a time of great chaos. He speaks of another who will lead the church through deep tribulation. For some, this passage has long been seen as a sign of a spiritual crisis within the church, sparked by the death of a significant pope. And today, with the death of this very pope, many are asking, is this that moment? Some call it coincidence, others call it destiny. And then there's the prophecy of St. Malachy, perhaps even more unsettling. This Irish archbishop in the 12th century is said to have received a vision of all future popes. He wrote a list of 112 short Latin phrases, each supposedly describing a future pope in exact order. Here's where it gets strange. According to many interpretations, the pope who has just died was the final pope on the list. His motto, Petrus Romanus, Peter the Roman. The final line of the prophecy reads, "During the final persecution of the Holy Roman Church, Peter the Roman will sit upon the throne, feeding the flock in many tribulations. After which, the city of 7 hills shall be destroyed, and the dreadful judge shall judge the people." Chilling words. The pope who just passed may not have been named Peter, but he was known for his humility, his return to the roots of the church, and his efforts to guide the faithful through times of crisis, pandemics, war, scandals, and a growing loss of faith around the world. Coincidence again? Or is something greater unfolding? The Vatican, of course, does not officially recognize these prophecies, but the people do. Online discussions are exploding. In the streets of Rome, many speak in whispers. Is this just the end of one papacy, or are we approaching the end of an era? As the bells of St. Peter's toll in mourning, and the Pope's body is prepared for public farewell, others are looking beyond the visible, to the signs, to the sky, and to the texts of the prophets. The conclave will soon begin. A new pope will be chosen. But is this the beginning of a new chapter, or the beginning of the end? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. The death of a pope is never just a moment in history. Sometimes it's a signal, and perhaps a warning.